Hi, Dr. Richard J. Sands here. I just wanted to say welcome to class. This is Global Supply Chain Management, SCHM 300. Want to take a minute to say hello. Dr. Richard Sands, welcome you to class and just go over a few parts of the portal, announcements, and different sections in the class flow. So stay tuned and let's check out first thing. Here's the announcements. And I do have a few announcements posted already, as you can see. Just welcome to class, global supply chain management. I touch upon, what's in the class, a nice Bible verse, and, what we'll be looking at during the first week. Also, briefly introduce yourself to our classroom in the community area. So if you could go to that section and say hi, introduce yourself and say hi to a class peer, so we can have that some social interaction within our class. I also like to meet you and say hi as well. As we look up APA sample paper and video, please watch this. When we think about APA, it's a nice book in totality on what APA is and what it isn't and how to use it in a number of breadth and depth ways. I actually taught APA for a while. So with the video, I really break it down to what you need to be successful and get a good grade in this class. So I urge you to watch it. It's really like 3 minutes and it'll be worth it. And if you think about APA, here's your title page, which I have a custom title page. Within the APA manual, they give a couple of lines at a minimum, and then it says, or your professor's requirements. And so mine has a few more lines on it. So please look at that as well. With APA, you have your title page, you have an introduction, your body, which is your assignment, a conclusion, and your references. In each paper, unless it's stated elsewise, you'll need references, and you will put your paper together in that fashion. Introduction, 3 to 5 sentences is a paragraph. Conclusion is a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences. Important to use level 1 headings. Anyway, so please take a few minutes, watch the video, and I also attached a sample paper that is just a sample paper that I created. So if you make your papers look like that, then you're definitely off to a good start. All right, so if I look at some additional announcements, the APA title page, so click on that, and that will provide you with exactly what I'd like the title pages to look like. And then just a little bit about myself. I have 30 or so years in upper management at a number of Fortune 500 size companies. I have been in the healthcare industry since 2001. Currently, I'm the director of optimization for Providence Health and Services. And the 11 years before that, I was with United Health Group as a director in consumer experience. So I do love the healthcare space. I'm also a certified Six Sigma black belt. For my education, I have a PhD from Walden University, doctor in management with a focus on leadership and organizational change. I have an MBA and a bachelor's in science management from Pepperdine University. I have a master's in Six Sigma from Villanova University. And like I said, I'm also a certified Six Sigma black belt. I also hold a California life and health insurance license. So that's part of my educational background. And as far as academia, I've had the good fortune to teach at the university level since 2007. I've taught for some really great universities like this one here, Los Angeles Pacific University, National University, of course, Azusa Pacific University, Capella, and a few others, as I have noted. So that's just a bit about my background and from the industry, education, and teaching. And I do want to take a minute to, look through week to week. So if we take a look at week 1, so if you had other classes here, then you're familiar with the flow of the class. And if this is your first one, then definitely want to hone in here. So your first week is you're just going to have your discussion, question, and peer responses due. But as you start your second week, you click over there. Start your second week. You also have your discussion questions, and just be note to when the due dates are. Now, when you do your initial discussion question, your response, you have to support that with references, APA formatted, and then of course you'll have to do your peer responses as well. Now, starting week 3 is when you start to look at your first assignment, and that is here starting week 3, but it's due week 4, Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific time. And so let's take a look. So your first assignment is value chain analysis of supply chain assignment. And as you take a look at your assignment requirements, and whenever I was in school and started a new class, first thing I would do is go through, every week and see what's ahead of me so I can be prepared. Within your instructions, you have your overview of what the assignment is, then your assignment instructions on what the requirements are. So assignment instructions, and then assignment requirements, and then the continued requirements. Right here, you can see, your citation requirements, the word count. Now, whenever you see a word count in as part of the requirements, that's just a guide. What I'm going to look at is, did you fulfill the requirement? And if you can do that in 450 words and completely satisfy all the requirements, then great. Your goal is to complete the assignment to the fullest extent. And if that goes over 450 words, that's fine too. But just don't cut it at 450 and think, oh, I hit 450, I can just stop writing. No, you just won't get your paper won't reach to the max for points that way. So 450 is merely a guide. Let's be clear on that. So it says APA formatting, title page references. Well, I just talked to you in detail. Well, I just talked about APA formatting, what my expectations are, the video and the sample paper. So whenever you see APA formatting, refer to what I gave you as a guide. Okay, and also what it says here is refer to your course syllabus. Now, I'm going to open the syllabus here in a second. Always look at your syllabus. The syllabus really is what I grade against, because all my grading is through the portal, and the syllabus basically is what is going to drive my grading and the points that are associated with what you do. So every time there's assignment, look at your assignment requirements. Also look at your syllabus, and that really will make up your entire requirement and then what you're going to be graded against. So with that, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the syllabus. You can go down here to course resources. And here's your syllabus here. And of course, just click on your syllabus. All right. So, take a minute and go through and look throughout the entire syllabus. Let's take a look. So there's your grades, course assessment, student participation. All right, withdrawals, drops, grade appeals. So here is the assessment rubric for the discussions and how you will be graded by what you submit. And then see, here's that first assignment, right? Value chain analysis of supply chain. Okay, so in addition to what the assignment requirement said, you want to take a look here. So for example, your analysis and summary, that's 100 points possible. And this is how, when I read your paper and I look at how you analyzed it and summarize, this is what you're going to be graded against, right? So then there's the analysis section, writing mechanics and APA formatting. So When you talk about writing and mechanics, so your grammar, your spelling, your syntax, complete sentences, and complete paragraphs, things of that nature, and of course your references too. And I think this one was a minimum of two. And so that's how you're going to be graded against is these one, two, for this assignment. These three main components is how grade your paper. All right. Well, that's about all I wanted to cover in this introducing myself and saying hello. If you need to contact me, you have my email address and you have my cell phone number. I check my email all the time. It's on my phone. So if you send me an email, I get it pretty much right away. If it's something urgent, you more than welcome to text me. Or if I haven't responded to your email, within 12 hours or so, 24 hours, definitely text me and I'll read it. If you're stuck with something and you want to call me, totally fine. Just text me first, just to make sure I'm not in the middle of something. And a lot of times people call and it goes to a spam filter and I won't get it anyway. So you can just text me and say, Dr. Sands, I'm stuck. I'd like to have a phone conversation. We'll set up a time. And also, if we want to jump on a Google Meet too, I'm more than happy to do that. Sometimes it's easier just to look at it together and talk through it. We can just, text me and we can set up a time and do that as well. All right. With that said, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you virtually. It's going to be a great 8 weeks, and I wish you much success. All right. Thanks.